This time I'm going to cook Bengali fish curry. It's actually a fish stew. Very simple. It's called Kalojire Kanchalongka Mach. Literally all it means is nigella seeds, which is, we call it kalojira. It's actually not kalojira, it's actually nigella seeds or onion seeds, many people call it. It's here. It's black, it's very fragrant, and it goes very well. That actually gives the flavor to the stew that we'll do, right? And the fish I have here is Rohu, which is also a carp, but it's a very common fish in Bengali cooking. It is a whole fish that is broken into steak cuts, right? This is frozen. I also have salted it already because I like it salted before I freeze it, so that when it comes out, it's already pre-salted and the fish has a better flavor because it's salted and the salt has gone into the meat of the fish. Now, big thing, it does have bones, so when you eat the fish, you need to know how to eat this fish, right? There are a few steps to it. First step is you have to fry the fish. Now, fish doesn't need a lot of oil to fry. I'm going to use regular canola oil. It's going to be a pan fry, so very little oil. I'm just drizzling it. It's about, I would say, a tablespoon or so just to coat the bottom of the pan. You might need a little bit more. Depends on the thickness of the fish you have. So I would say a tablespoon or two kind of a fish. The only ingredients we'll need is salt, turmeric, and the nigella seeds, like I said. This is the main thing. Instead of Thai chili, this is a hot chili. I think most probably this is a Scotch bonnet, looking at the shape of it. My friend gave it to me saying very hot chili, so I'm going to use that. And then to stew the flavor a little bit, 2 red potatoes for all the fish I have here. And then the 2 tablespoons of oil that you saw, maybe 1.5, a little here and there. And then I'm going to use water for the stock itself, right? The first step is to fry the fish. With many people put kind of the little turmeric here. I just put a little bit. I don't think it does anything to the flavor of the fish. It does give it a color. Instead of looking at it like a white kind of a thing, it comes in yellow. And in yellow, actually, and we use turmeric on everything, as you know, because it's the antioxidant or whatever be it. It's good for you. It kills the bacteria. It makes food safe, all that good stuff. Plus, you know, turmeric is good. Oil is hot enough. Oh, the other thing you need, right, is one of these metal things. We call it kunti. It's also a wok spoon. It's made of stainless steel. It's metal, sharp, so you can dig under the fish so that it doesn't break. To the high, not the highest, but high enough. I can smell the fish. I can see it, and you can hear the sizzle. So that's perfect, right? I have pieces of it. I'm going to put here. And then I'm trying to get the big pieces going first, and then I'll put the little pieces in. Do not overcrowd, because then it doesn't fit. So I'm going to cover it. So this is the last piece of fish is getting fried. These parts are actually the ones which has the least amount of bones and the big bones. So people who start eating fish with bones, these are the parts that kind of they should start with, because if there's huge bones, not the little ones, the other ones have the little ones, so be careful with those. These ones are more or less safe, that you can find them. The big ones sticking out from the belly, so it's the rib cage of the fish. What I'm going to do is, after these are done, which I think they are, see, I'm going to, you can cook the other side, but I don't think it's necessary. They're completely cooked. Plus, like I said, it will go in. This is the fish fat, so the belly part of the fish is the most fatty part of the fish, right? So that's why it's kind of looking that translucent shape. But the fat from fish is good fat, as everyone knows, right? That's the omega-3 and the, you know, the B16 and all that stuff that you get from fish, right? So these are the fatty parts of the fish. The bigger a fish is, the more fattier the fish will be. So if you want more calcium and phosphorus from your fish, get the small fishes, not the big ones. So, as you can see, not much oil in there. I might have to add a little oil to do the potatoes. But at this point, I'm going to put a pinch, which is kind of, let me see how much. Usually I put it in there directly, but that's all you need. A pinch of it, the nigella seeds, in there to give it that good aroma. because fish does have a smell, and that's it. 1 teaspoon, well, 2 teaspoons more, I would say. And it's starting to already do that. Then I'm going to put this in. If you have cilantro, this is something that can use fresh cilantro, right? I might have a little bit in my garden. I'll go and get some. So I might put some cilantro in there. So this is where you par cook the potatoes with a little turmeric and a little salt to taste, right? Turmeric you can put, I think I put about half a teaspoon. You can go with 1 teaspoon. These are, so it's going to par cook. I'm going to then add my chili to it. And then just after a slight roasting, I would actually add water to this and let it boil and create the stew. That's all it has. There's not much to this recipe, like I said. And for everything, we add a pinch of sugar. So because it's a savory dish, I'll add kind of literally, I don't know how much. Literally, that's a pinch, right, of sugar to it. It just enhances the flavor. You will not taste the sugar, I promise you. It's not a sweet dish, but it enhances the saltiness of a dish and the spicy. You should add it. Oh, it's hot. The chili is breaking out. The chili oil and the aroma is just killing it. So that's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a lot of the potatoes being cooked. It just needs a little coloring like that. And I'm going to add the water to it and let it boil. About 1.5 cups of water here. You can put less or more depending on how much thing you want. And I'll let it boil. And once it boils, we'll come back, put the fish. If you want to end it with a little bit of mustard oil and a little cilantro chop. Okay, let's put in here. I just opened the cover, put it there. And I'm going to make sure if the potatoes are done or not. Poking a little bit. It's almost done. It's par cooked. So I might give the fishes in right now because I want to cook it with the fish so that the fish taste also goes into the broth here. As you can see, it's a very light it's broth. Spicy. Needs a little salt. So I'm going to add a little salt to this. I can add that later too. And I was lucky enough. I had 1 cilantro plant and I got some cilantro from the garden. So after this, I'm going to add the fish to it and then let it boil again for a few minutes. I'm putting the big ones below so that it doesn't break. Plus, it has the meat and the bones to get the broth all flavored up. And then I'll put the little ones on top of it. These are the little ones that will come here. As you can see, the potatoes are still below. I don't want the potatoes on the top because it needs to cook more, right? And when the potatoes are done, that's when it's done. This is all the juice that came from the fish. I'm going to use the same dish to keep the fish curry, so it doesn't matter. Clean fish place. And then cover it up. And once it's done, I'm going to add a little bit of that mustard oil for a little flavor if you want, and then the cilantro and finish it off. That's it. That's how machid jhol is with Kalojire Kanchalongka. Very simple dish, no spices. Like I said, simplicity itself, and it tastes amazing. With fresh rice. Just white rice, and that is a beautiful combination. Okay, final check. Potatoes all done, which means the fish is done too. So finally shut it off. I don't need it anymore. Pour this in. You can also put it in the pot to make it look better, or put it now, doesn't matter. Little bit of that mustard oil. About a teaspoon, I would say, that I put in there just for the flavor of it. And then that's it. It's ready to be poured and served. That's the machid jhol for you. Now, I think this is it. Enjoy.